This literally is a thing. Here. Chat, tell me that's not a Thanos fish. Tell me that's not a Thanos fish.
Hypixel SkyBlock is a game that's been around for quite some time now, and many of the features that we have nowadays can be taken for granted. Did you know that in the first few weeks of the game existing, fishing pretty much was exactly the same as vanilla Minecraft? Some players, myself included, remember this time. Obviously, the fishing skill was ignored in place of fighting mobs in the deep caverns and the blazing fortress, and at the time, the best way to get coins was to grind for the gear to kill the magma boss and sell ember rods on the auction house. Just a few weeks after the release of the game, July 2nd, 2019 brought the fishing update to Hypixel SkyBlock, adding sea creatures, new fishing collections, and the fishing minion. Most importantly for our story, the update also added baits to the game. The idea was that when you cast, you consume one of these from your inventory to receive a buff. There were many types of baits included in the update, like the minnow bait, plus 15% faster catch rate, fish bait, 30% faster catch rate, light bait increases the chance to catch rare sea creatures during the day, dark bait increases the chance to catch rare sea creatures during the night, spooky bait decreases the sea creature chance to 0, allowing for only fishing up rare drops. This was later changed to increase the chance to spawn spooky sea creatures and add 15% faster catch speed. Carrot bait, chance to fish up the Carrot King. Blessed bait, plus 15% chance to get double drops from items fished, and whale bait, small chance to get double drops from items fished, higher chance to catch rare sea creatures, and a 20% faster catch rate. And finally, the spiked bait increases sea creature spawn rate by 6%. On July 2nd, 2019, the day of the fishing update, ThanoFish was born.
Okay, we're keeping the spiked bait, and we're gonna put it on display as ThanoFish. I'm sorry, this literally is a thing. Here. Chat, tell me that's not a Thanos fish. Tell me that's not a Thanos fish, you'd be a liar.
What started as a funny stream moment the day of the update, a few weeks after the release of Hypixel SkyBlock 2 years later would become one of the best talismans in the game. Oh, I fell early.
ThanoFish has a new home because I did get rid of the old one. The who sparked the revolution.
Okay, this Thanos set needs to not be.
Put it back before I smack.
I know, put it in the lower priority spot.
But no,
Oh wait, is it here? There's ThanoFish. Yesterday, I messaged my Netrix because I noticed this, and I was like, hey, can I hold that those 50 million coins briefly? So I had 500 million coins on my person. Fezzi got ThanoFish, gave them to Dr. Mommy Issues.
Whoever A15AI or 15A9 is.
And then he put ThanoFish up for auction. Just ask people in the chat.
First place frags.
First place frags. On November 14th, 2019, the first profile that Fezzi and I ever made was incited and destroyed. Fezzi had been hacked due to a legacy auth token exploit being abused to allow anyone to log in as him because they created a valid session ID. The exploit is now patched, thankfully, but we did lose almost all of our items at the time. Luckily, ThanoFish was evacuated to Fezzi's solo because at the time, I was suspicious of our co-op mates, so I had ThanoFish stored away in my ender chest, which obviously is not accessible to anyone but me. At this time, Deal was also hacked in the same way on his alt.
Banner. That's why it like turns to stone.
Dude, I think I'm getting hacked. No. I think I'm getting hacked.
I'm gonna warp you. Drop me your inventory so he can't get it. I'll give it back to you. Yeah. Just click on the slots. Wait, I logged in from another location?
Dude.
On my alt?
Dude. Okay.
On my alt?
All right. Can we get him in the call?
On my alt?
All right. SkyBlock is dead.
But that wouldn't be the end of the Lemon profile. In April 2021, a new special mayor was introduced to Hypixel SkyBlock and claimed to bring order to the game mode, saying that everything has been out of control lately. He looked pretty sketchy, and knowing the SkyBlock community, that didn't matter. He won by a landslide because he was the new and interesting option, despite the fact that he was obviously a fascist. After Dante became mayor of SkyBlock, he rigged every following election to always win himself. Players couldn't enter public buildings without wearing a happy mask or showing off their Dante talisman. Daytime was banned, it was always night. There was a tax on talking in the public chat and changing lobbies. So a rebellion was put into place to take him down. Players could select anyone to represent them on the entire network, myself included. It wasn't a surprise to anyone that Technoblade won the popular vote because he's Technoblade. I ended up as second place and then was made into a general or minister of Technoblade's revolution. The other top 6 players also became ministers, and together we took down Dante.
ThirtyVirus, my man, he's also got the set bonus. He's the second most powerful player in SkyBlock, 27,000.
What the hell is that? Is this Why did it launched?
Oh, I just got launched in the air.
Wait, where is he?
Oh, there it goes. I didn't even notice it counts how much damage I did. Oh. Plus a non in the lobby who just used a command that wasn't supposed to be in the game. As was hinted earlier, every minister that was selected for the revolution was given the opportunity to introduce their own perk into the game, plus Technoblade's already overpowered perks.
Blood God's Blessing, which grants us 50% more skill experience, Unlimited Speed, which grants everyone 50 speed, Potato Crown's Radiance allows farming minions to work 100% faster, Anarchy allows there to be no taxes on the auction house and the bazaar, and Shrine of the Blood God will summon the Ancient Pig. Incredible Luck, which grants everyone 20 magic find and grants 5% extra loot to end of dungeon chests. What did it cost? It adds the recipe for the Spiked Atrocity to the game. Blessing of the Fairies allows us to gain double stats from Fairy Souls, Infestation, which will introduce rats to the game.
I wanted to pick a perk that would have a lasting effect on the community long after the event was over and would cement my place in the game for Fezzi and I. Surprisingly, I was actually reached out to by the staff to pick my perk personally, and of course, my request was to add ThanoFish officially to the game. And with that, on April 16th, 2021, ThanoFish was added to the game as a spiked atrocity. JF Orman himself handed me one on stream, and it's the one and only time that I willingly took contraband on my famously gift-free solo profile, as the gift was just too special not to accept. The addition of the Spiked Atrocity to the game made ink prices quadruple, adding ink fishing as a money-making method to the game, at least for a little while. Then it slowly died back down to where it was pre-update, as it added a talisman to the game that was much more worthwhile than just a bait ring for the cost, and players scrambled to get them. Looking back, picking adding a talisman to the game was 100% the best choice for a minister perk, because you know, all those other perks that only mattered during the event have not been relevant since the event. So me and Swavey got the right idea. He added the rat pet at that time. And that's the story of how ThanoFish became a permanent part of Hypixel SkyBlock. For me, ThanoFish being added to the game represents just how far Fezzy and I have come over these past 2 years. And after 10 long years of trying and failing to make the YouTube thing work, we finally made an impact on the internet, and we found the SkyBlock community. In 2 years, I went from living in an unfinished basement, sleeping on a futon, drinking Soylent and eating ramen for every meal, 20 grand in debt, to finally escaping that life and starting anew with our YouTube audience that we have today to make sure that never happens again. Thank you all for letting us get this far. Without your support, we wouldn't have gotten here. So just remember that the spiked atrocity and ThanoFish doesn't just belong to Fezzy and I. It's all of ours. Thanks for watching.